easy patch. That is the reason why I wanna keep it the thighs. All that I see is a lie. We got a fit, that's a drip. She in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork. Keep it consistent, for the distance.
It's week 10 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's Zay Flowers. He's coming off one of the best weeks we'll ever see. Well over 200 yards receiving.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Murray from midfield. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that one an 8-play drive and spans 75 yards. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And in last week's game, you weren't sure which side was going to do the cheering when he stepped back to throw the ball,
But
right?
you knew he was going to throw it a lot.
Oh, he's going to throw it a lot. I mean, he's ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes, but his interception rate, that wasn't so terrific either. So one side was going to be cheering when he stepped back to throw it.
They did get the win, though. We'll see if they can parlay that into this week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this curl. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after some earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On second down, here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Roberts. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After 7-3 the score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Kenny Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A complete once again to Watson.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll roll him out right. Touchdown!
Zay Flowers.
A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move me 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here's Murray.
That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now.
And check down complete to Hall.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Will Anderson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Again, he finds Moore. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on second down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Gay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of it.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Here comes Dell on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead.
There he goes left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Ready? First down, Dragons.
They'll run on first down. It's Roberts, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and 1. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. And this one is right through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray, escaping the pressure right.
And Murray in trouble. Down he goes. Will Anderson
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Murray now to throw. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Cards are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Here comes Dell on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're putting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Roberts.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Buenos Aires 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 15 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Will Anderson
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Well on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Roberts. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Murray. He's got Allen. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is incomplete.
The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they hang on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 20-16, just over a minute 40 to play. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.